Hey everyone, welcome to English Go Easy. I'm Spark.
Hey, I'm Xena. Today we're doing a conversation that's super common for students, talking to a new classmate. Whether you're in high school, college, or taking any kind of class, you'll need these skills.
Let's dive in. Hey, is this seat taken?
Oh no, go ahead, it's all yours.
Thanks. I'm Ryan, by the way.
Nice to meet you, I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you too. So, is this your first time taking this class?
Yeah, actually. I'm a sophomore, so I'm finally getting around to taking my science requirements. What about you?
Same here. I'm a sophomore too. I've been putting off this class for like 3 semesters because I heard it was really hard.
Oh no, don't tell me that. I'm already nervous. I'm terrible at science.
Me too. Chemistry is definitely not my strong suit. What's your major?
I'm majoring in psychology, so yeah, science isn't really my thing either. What about you?
I'm a business major, so we're both kind of out of our element here.
Right? I just hope the professor's good. Have you heard anything about Professor Chen?
Actually, I checked Rate My Professor before I signed up. People say she's tough but fair, and apparently she's really good at explaining things.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't even think to check. I just needed a class that fit my schedule.
Yeah, I get that. What time are your other classes?
I have English literature at 9 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then statistics on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This chemistry class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons kind of messes up my schedule, but it was the only section available.
Oh wow, statistics. How's that going?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. The professor is really patient and breaks everything down step by step. Are you taking any other classes this semester that you're worried about?
Honestly, this is my hardest one. My other classes are all business related, so they're more in my comfort zone. Marketing, business ethics, and accounting.
Accounting sounds intense.
It is. There's so much memorization, but at least it's relevant to what I want to do after college.
What do you want to do, like career-wise?
I'm thinking about going into marketing or maybe advertising. I did an internship last summer at a marketing agency and I really liked it. What about you? What are you planning to do with psychology?
I'm interested in clinical psychology. I eventually want to go to grad school and become a therapist, but that's like way down the road. I'm just trying to get through undergrad first.
That's really cool. So you're planning on grad school for sure?
Yeah, you pretty much have to if you want to be a therapist. It's like 6 more years of school after this.
Wow, that's dedication. I definitely don't want to go to grad school. 4 years is enough for me.
I don't blame you. Sometimes I wonder if I'm crazy for committing to that much more school, but I really love psychology, so hopefully it'll be worth it.
I'm sure it will be. Oh, looks like the professor is here.
Oh, good. I'm curious to see what she's like.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Chemistry 101. I'm Professor Chen. Let me start by going over the syllabus.
Did you get the syllabus? I don't see it in the online portal.
No, I think she's about to hand it out. Yeah, look, she's passing around a stack of papers.
Oh, perfect. Thanks.
So, as you can see from the syllabus, we have 4 major exams throughout the semester, plus weekly quizzes and a lab component.
Weekly quizzes? Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. At least they're probably just on the reading.
Hopefully. Wait, there's a lab component? I didn't know that.
Yeah, look, it says lab meets on Fridays from 2 to 4.
Oh, no. I have work on Friday afternoons.
Really? Can you switch your work schedule?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my manager. I work at the campus bookstore.
Oh, that's cool. Do you get a discount on textbooks?
Yeah, 15%. It's not much, but it helps. Do you have a job?
Not during the school year. I just do internships in the summer. I tried working and going to school at the same time last year, and it was too much.
I feel you. It's definitely stressful, but I need the money, so I make it work.
I respect that. I'm lucky that my parents helped me out with expenses. Otherwise, I'd definitely have to work too.
The textbook for this class is like $200. Can you believe that?
Are you serious? That's insane. Did you check if there's a used copy?
Yeah, I looked online. Even used ones are like $150. I might just try to share with someone or use the library copy.
We could split the cost if you want. We could share textbooks since we're in the same class.
Really? That would be amazing. Are you sure?
Yeah, totally. We'd just have to coordinate who has it when, but that would save us both a bunch of money.
That's so nice of you. Thank you. We should exchange numbers so we can coordinate.
Good idea. Here, I'll text you right now. What's your number?
It's 555-876-2341.
Got it. I just sent you a text.
Perfect. I got it. I'll save your number.
Cool. So do you live on campus or off campus?
I live on campus. I'm in Sterling Hall. What about you?
I live off campus with 2 roommates. We rent a house like 10 minutes away. It's cheaper than the dorms and we have more space.
That sounds nice. I wanted to live off campus this year, but all my friends are in the dorms, so I stayed.
That makes sense. Living off campus can be isolating if you don't make an effort to come to campus for social stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I like being able to just roll out of bed and walk to class.
That's fair. I have to actually plan my morning because of the commute.
Oh, I wanted to ask, did you already buy the lab goggles and lab coat? I saw it on the supply list, but I wasn't sure if we really need them for the first lab.
I haven't bought them yet either. I was going to wait until Professor Chen tells us exactly what we need. Sometimes professors say you need stuff, but you don't actually use it.
Good point. I'll wait too then.
Your first lab session is this Friday. Make sure you've read Chapter 1 before then.
Wait, the first lab is already this Friday? That's so soon.
Right? We should probably read Chapter 1 then before Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to maybe study together sometime, like before the first quiz?
That would be great. I always do better when I study with other people. We could meet at the library.
Perfect. What days work for you?
I'm pretty free most evenings. Maybe Tuesday or Thursday next week?
Tuesday works for me. How about 6 p.m. at the library?
Sounds good. I'll put it in my calendar.
Same. Oh, and we should probably figure out the textbook situation too. Do you want to order it together online or get it from the bookstore?
Let's check online first. It's usually cheaper. I can look tonight and text you some options.
Perfect. Thanks for being so helpful. I was kind of nervous about this class, but I feel better knowing I have a study buddy.
Same here. Chemistry is way less intimidating when you're not doing it alone.
Exactly. Oh, looks like class is wrapping up.
All right, everyone, that's it for today. Remember to read Chapter 1 and come prepared for lab on Friday. Have a great day.
So I'll see you Wednesday?
Yep, and I'll text you about the textbook tonight.
Awesome. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone, that was a typical conversation between new classmates.
Notice how the conversation started casual and friendly. Is the seat taken? I'm Ryan, by the way.
Then they found common ground. Both sophomores, both struggling with science, both need the same textbook.
They asked open-ended questions. What's your major? What do you want to do after college?
This keeps the conversation flowing naturally.
They also offered to help each other, sharing the textbook, studying together.
This is how you build friendships in class.
Key phrases you heard. What about you? That makes sense. I feel you. That's so nice of you.
These show interest and build rapport.
They also made concrete plans. Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the library. I'll text you tonight.
Specific plans are more likely to actually happen.
When meeting new classmates, be friendly, ask questions, find things in common, and offer to help.
Thanks for listening to English Go Easy.
These conversations help you make friends and succeed in class.
Subscribe for more real-life English scenarios.
Until next time, keep practicing.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.